Welcome to the first episode of my new monthly Gacha News Recap series, a video series where we cover everything important that happened over the course of the month in an easy to digest format. New Gacha releases that you might have overlooked, malpractice on behalf of developers and publishers, scams, games that you might want to avoid. If you're looking to remain up to date with everything going on in the scene, then make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell thing, because YouTube tells me that if you don't, then you'll miss everything that I post, which would suck given how time sensitive some of this is. Before we go any further though, I do want to give a quick shout out to all of our patrons over on Patreon. While this channel is technically monetized due to the nature of a lot of the content, Patreon allows for me to at least make something off of these videos, so kudos guys, you guys rock. Quick note, every game that is open for pre-registration will have links to pre-register in the description and the pinned comment below. Let's start this off talking about something big. As of May 25th, Honkai Star Rail has entered its second closed beta test phase. If you pre-registered and you were selected to participate, the game is downloadable right now with full access to the game a mere click away. Quick note, I should be streaming this over on stream this weekend if you want to join me and see how this game looks and feels. As of May 26th, COUNTERSIDE released globally. Now, I'm sure that there are still regions that are restricted from playing it, but the devs confirmed global service has begun, allowing players from all over the world to finally log in and play. Players have been anticipating this, as it has been available within Southeast Asia for quite a while, and unfortunately, the entire first 48 hours have been filled with bugs, with glitches, disconnects, and downtime, but that's to be expected. On the 12th of May, Project Snow began recruiting for their first closed beta test. The recruitment period lasted from the 12th through the 22nd, meaning unfortunately pre-registration is currently closed for this beta test period anyway. They have not publicly stated what days, at least as of recording this, that the beta test will be available, but they did state in the recruitment page that it will begin shortly after the recruitment concludes. They will likely hold additional closed beta tests sometime in the future, so make sure to pre-register, make sure to keep an eye out. We have two things to know concerning Genshin Impact. On the one hand, as of April 2022, Genshin Impact has surpassed $3 billion in total revenue exclusively on mobile devices. This isn't counting PC or consoles. This means that Genshin Impact is making a minimum of $1 billion every 6 months alone, an exorbitant monolithic sum. Then, after weeks of delay, it was confirmed that version 2.7 would be coming out May 31st, with downtime lasting approximately 5 hours. 2.7 will last 6 weeks, with version 2.8 rolling out on the 13th of July, given everything continues to move along according to plan anyway. It was revealed on May 20th that Fate Grand Order was receiving quite the large update on the 23rd. The addition of servant coins, append skills, an increase of the QP cap, and other features that weren't expected for another year. While players are excited to have the content earlier than expected, they're still hoping that we get the pity system that Japan has had for over half a year now. DISLYTE officially launched on May 10th, and well, admittedly, while many people have had fun in it, the launch definitely wasn't without its issues. Prior to launching, DISLYTE advertised players would receive certain pre-registration rewards, a free multi-summon specifically, had milestones been met, which is admittedly pretty traditional. However, in an effort to, in their words, combat account selling, they chose to instead break that up into 2 single summons spread out over 5 days. This makes it impossible for players to reroll and obtain the 10-pole, the heroes then that they wanted. Fast forward a few days, the DISLYTE team have chosen to ban accounts that they deemed re-rolled too many times. And if that wasn't bad enough, they were then called out for plagiarism, which they apologized for, granted, but just because you say you're sorry doesn't mean it's okay. On May 12th, Hoyoverse revealed, after months of teasing, the official trailer for their brand new game, Zenless Zone Zero. And let me tell you, graphically, it is one of, if not their best looking game to date. Accompanying the trailer was the announcement that they were holding pre-registration for their upcoming tuning test, simply requiring you to fill out a survey to participate. It's unconfirmed how long this test phase will last for, or when it will begin at present, however. AETHER just released a new character called Osiris. Her character, admittedly, the art for it looks incredible, but players quickly noticed that her 3D model was a little bit concerning. After enough players complained, the developers chose to alter her 3D model into something a little more fitting. Seriously though, who actually allowed this to pass inspection? Because you'd have to be blind to not see what that looks like. After introducing many players to the gacha genre of gaming, Brave Frontier is shutting down, and they were excited to be. They shut down several hours earlier than they had announced they would, leaving players with the message, "A new version of the game is available for download. Please update in the App Store." The update in question is, well, the game shutting down. Rip Brave Frontier, I guess. As part of their first year anniversary, Alchemy Stars is holding an event where they're giving out up to 100 free pulls. The event period is going to last between June 2nd and June 23rd, and will introduce new content and new heroes to pull for, as is common during anniversary events such as this. Last week, the global closed beta for Artery Gear Fusion began. Pre-registrations were open in advance of the beta starting, albeit there has been quite a significant amount of issues found with regards to actually accessing it. After the conclusion of their beta test, it was confirmed that the game is going to be launching globally on June 14th across every platform, so make sure you pre-register to obtain your goodies. Azure Lane is holding its 5th anniversary, and there's a lot to celebrate. We have new event stages, we have new waifus to waste our time, our money, and our resources on, new skins, a new season pass, refreshed quality of life improvements like a reduction of clears required to 100% a stage. God, this was necessary. They've also confirmed a future roguelike game mode, and that could admittedly potentially be a very fun addition to the game. Note, all content is going to be released simultaneously in China, in Japan, and the Western versions. After quite a while of silence, admittedly, the devs behind Girls Frontline 2 EXILIUM finally released new information pertaining to the game. They showcased character model improvements, stage level improvements, new gameplay mechanics that are present, the dormitory preview, an entirely new game mode, and a full dedicated cinematic trailer to get everyone excited. They expect the game to release globally, but a full release date is currently unknown. For those of you that still actively played Tales of Luminaria, then you'll probably be upset to learn that it's closing down on July 19th. Honestly, the game never really found its footing, but shutting it down after less than 9 months being online is absolutely astounding to me. Reverse 1999 released a brand new trailer in anticipation of their closed beta that is going to run from the 10th of June through the 24th of June. The trailer features brand new characters, new gameplay, and more. This game right here is one of the most stunning turn-based games that I have seen recently, and honestly, I truly hope that I get into the beta test for it because this is something that I do not want to miss. Note, pre-registration will be available for PC, for Android, and iOS devices. If you've been watching my channel for the last few days, then you'd know we've been hitting the Ni no Kuni Crossworlds game pretty hard, but that's because it's been embroiled in so much drama. Players found a clause in their terms of service that stated if you're inactive for a 6-month period, they had the right to terminate your account, which left many players concerned. They held an event incentivizing players to leave fake positive reviews on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store, which is against their terms of service, by the way, with rewards given out if they meet a minimum of 10,000 positive reviews. Then after I did a video calling them out on that, they removed all instances of the event, including the official Discord channels for it, never to be seen or heard of again. That is hella sus, man. Kudo, the devs behind Punishing Gray Raven, released 2 trailers just the other day, one cinematic and one in-game trailer for their upcoming open-world RPG Wuthering Waves. This is the game that players are claiming will be the direct competition for Genshin that it so desperately needs. Imagine having a game that looks like this, with combat that is better than Punishing Gray Raven, and a world like Genshin. They haven't confirmed any beta tests on the immediate horizon, but I would wager a guess that we're going to have one soon. And that's it. That is everything that caught my attention this month. If you see anything that I missed, hit me up and I'll try and include it next time or do a dedicated video on it in the future. Until then, here's a list of upcoming gacha games confirmed to be releasing this year in 2022 that you might be interested in.